Yeah, okay. Yeah, what's up, guys? This is Dhanush here. So it's my pleasure to welcome all the participants today for this 30th Python bootcamp. So this is a day 4. We'll be having a classes till a day 15. So I welcome all the eminent speakers and teachers from this institution. So this meeting is organized on behalf of our Tribute Department. Thank you for this opportunity uh, to share and express our knowledge with our participants. So in today's section, we will be learning about a database and database structures. So this session is handled by a Mohan Ram and Shashi Kumar. So thank you all for this cooperation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dhanush. And this is Rajesh. Welcome you all to the day 4 of Python Bootcamp. Today we are gonna to see about the databases. We get to know about databases, and inside the databases, we are supposed to know about MySQL and NoSQL. Then we have this database structure will be discussed to you about, with Mohan Ram and Sasikumar. Then we have an interactive session. In interactive session, we can interact with each other, and we have a quiz session also. And thank you guys. Happy learning. And Mohan Ram, you can proceed now.
Yeah, okay, Rajesh. Am I audible and my voice is louder?
Yeah, it's okay. I think so.
Yeah.
If Mohan Ram voice is not audible, anyone can chat it. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, I will start my presentation. So let me share my screen. Yeah, first of all, we are going to see about how to install MongoDB. Actually, we are going to see about relational database and NoSQL, right? That is collective database. So first of all, we are going to see about our MongoDB, which is a collective database. So for installation of MongoDB, just type this MongoDB installation and hit the enter button. You will redirect to this site here and just click on the first official site www.mongodb.com. Inside this, you can see that you can download your MongoDB here. When you click on sign up with Google, and you have an link to download, or just you can just hit download here. So you will be directly get a link here, MongoDB community download. So just click here, and you will see a page like this. Come here under the section of the MongoDB community server. Click your check your versions, check your platform. Like now I'm using Windows, so I have selected Windows here. If you use any other versions of operating system, kindly select it here. After that, the package MSA, and click on download. Then it will automatically start downloading, and it will be installed on your computer. After installing, you will get a MongoDB folder like this in your start menu. Just click here, MongoDB Compass, and you will be get this MongoDB Compass into open here. Now, before entering into this, I'm going to share a PPT and just explain about what is MongoDB and all. So yes, this is the PPT. And we have to know about what is MongoDB, right? So MongoDB, actually I said yesterday itself, MongoDB is a document-based database, and it is most flexible, easy, and scalable. What is scalable? Its performance is very high rather than the RDBMS, SQL servers, right? So that we are using this MongoDB. After that, and what is MongoDB? What is the MongoDB built for? Actually, MongoDB is built for scalable on high performance, and it is an open source. It has a huge community support, and it is a document oriented database. There is no need for tables, rows, and collections here. And after that, it is built for especially for speeding purposes, and it is a rich document based queries. So it is a object oriented database like JSON, CSV. Yesterday I said, right? So the readability will be more easier compared to other databases, and full index support for high performance. Databases and collections have index support, completely index support. Each and every content there will have an index. So it retains a high performance for the users who uses them, and a replication and failover for high availability. what is replication and failover? Replication means we can make it and replica easily, and after that failover means if the server is down, it can be on other databases, you can see easy failover there, but in MongoDB it is highly reliable, so the failover chance will be very less. And auto sharding for easy scalability. What is sharding? Sharding is used in server and client communications. When you host a live website or a live database somewhere, you will use this sharding option there. And map and reduce for aggregation. Map and reduce options are also there, but the last two topics are most advanced topics, so that we are not covering that, but I'm just letting you to know is that. Okay, then after that we have this, what is MongoDB great for? RDBMS replacement for web applications. Actually, in RDBMS, you cannot host web applications. They are just capable of holding some text values inside the tables, rows and columns. But in MongoDB, it is a document-oriented database, right? So we can host our web applications there. And semi-structured content management. Easy to use user interface, both GUI and command prompt supported. So users can easily access it without any confusions. But in SQL, you cannot do without any third-party softwares like Exam, and some of the softwares are there, MariaDB like that. But that is bit complex compared to this MongoDB. And real-time analysis are supported here, and high-speed logging. Logging means it is meant for cache logging, cache memory logging, that's all. And caching and high scalability. Caching means caching is a purpose for retrieving your data much faster compared to the random access memory and read-only memory. Okay, that is a caching process. Okay, you can easily get high fast data readability. That's all. And you can use this for MongoDB for all the purposes listed below: Web 2.0, media, SaaS, gaming, healthcare, finance, telecom, government, etc., etc., etc. And most of the popular companies nowadays are using MongoDB for their productive purpose. Now let's see them. And high transitional applications, problems requiring SQL. Actually, SQL has many problems like SQL injection and cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery. Like all the attacks are possible in SQL server. Okay, such a query language. It is a low secured version of language that has that reads the database and writes to the database. If a user is wrongly using the SQL database, it can be a misleading cup to the attacker. So they can easily grab all of your informations and they can easily take over your admin account using SQL injection. So that for rectifying those problems, we are using this MongoDB. It is most secure and has a high community support for each and every guidance. Okay. And these are the companies, they were using this MongoDB for their productivity purposes and they're in production. Some of the small scale applications also use this MongoDB, and it is a free to use server. Okay, you can also use MongoDB Atlas version for your live server. Okay, then after that, let's dive in. Now, when I say database, think what is database? Made up of multiple collections. Okay, what is collections? Like database is a bucket. Inside the bucket, you have some folders. They are named as collections. Okay. Inside the collections, you have the data in a JSON format, object-oriented format. Okay. Object, in JSON either or in CSV, comma separated value. Okay. JavaScript, JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. Okay. So that only all the other rather than text format, all the other formats are supported. That is only possible due to this object notation, and created on the fly when reflected for first time. This is just a quote they have mentioned in their website. That's all. And it is stored in a collection, and there is no rows and columns. They are records. Okay. In NoSQL or MySQL, you can see that they have an ID, primary key and foreign key. Both keys are there, but in this MongoDB, they are not like those keys. we have the records for it. Each and every value has a record for it. And document storage in BSON, binary form of JSON format. If you upload a MP4 file, a JPEG file, it will grab its metadata and store it in a binary form of JSON. Okay, JavaScript object notation. So it is possible for storing all types of files there. And this is the document model. Just see this. We will jump on to this soon after completing this PPT. And now just ignore this, but this is a just object model. Okay, like how will the MongoDB work and how will the programming be like this. That's all for this. And now I will jump into the database program. Actually, this is the database program, and in this program I have made some clarifications for you and given some comments. And before going into this program, you have to first understand how this MongoDB interacts with this Python language. Actually, MongoDB is written in all the languages like Java, Python, C++, Golang. All the languages are supported in this MongoDB. Now we are utilizing this MongoDB in the use case of Python. For interpreting this MongoDB corpus with our Python interpreter or our Python scripting language, we have to import some libraries to do this work for us. So the library is meant for PyMongo. This is the library we are using for interacting our Python language with this MongoDB. Here I am using the Visual Studio Code. You can also use your Python basic ideally, but it is more convenient for me, so I'm using this Visual Studio Code ideally. Okay. So here we are, how to install this PyMongo. That's also I am going to say now. Just click on terminal or just click here and type CMD here. Open your CMD and then just type pip install PyMongo. This is the command for installing those PyMongo library for Python. Pip is the package manager for Python. Using those commands, we are installing the PyMongo library. Okay. The requirement is already satisfied for me because I have already installed this PyMongo library. For the first time, you have to do this, otherwise your program will not work. Okay. Now, after importing the PyMongo with the import PyMongo command, we have to create a database. Sorry, not a collection, it is a database. Okay. We have to create a database connection. Okay. First, for creating the database connection, first of all, you have to go to your start menu and under the MongoDB folder, click on this here. Okay. You will prompt to this new window. Here you can see that new connection named pop-up will open here and just click on connect. Okay. It will get connected in few minutes. These are the predefined libraries for this MongoDB. You can also delete those libraries, but it is a default one, so no need for those. Okay. And after connecting, you can see that these are the default databases here. We haven't created any databases here, right? So we are what we are doing is first we have to make a connection with this local database. Okay. It is not hosted anywhere on the live server. It is running on our local host, on our local machine. Okay. So what we are going to do is the local host. This is the local host ID. So local host is meant for 127.0.0.1. But instead of putting those large numbers, we are just entering as local host. Okay. And 27017 is the port number, which is a pipeline for connecting our IP address to this local server. Okay. Local database. And sorry for that. I can come up. Yes. Okay, so what we are going to do is now we are going to connect our Python program with this database. Okay, so before connecting, we have to input this command. I'm just mentioning a variable here, my client. After this, I am mapping a PyMongo library. Okay, inside this PyMongo library, we have these commands, syntax for merging, connecting our Python program to this database. Okay. So what we are going to do now is just enter this local host ID here, this one, right? Copy it and pymongo.mongo client. Mongo client is a keyword for connecting our Python program to this database. After that, in a parenthesis bracket under two quotes, double quotes, and enter this following address. Okay, localhost colon of 27.0.017. Okay. After that, we after connecting, our connection is successful. We are creating a database. Okay. I previously said that database is a bucket. Inside this database, we create a collection. We create a folder that is a collection. Inside that folder, we have our data in a JSON format. Okay. This is what we are going to do. So first, before holding this folder, we have to create a bucket to hold this folder, right? So the bucket is called as database. So first of all, we have to create this database. Okay. So I'm creating this database with this command. I'm mapping it to a variable mydb, and my client is the connection. Okay. In this connection, use this connection here. Okay. In this connection, create a database with this name, my database. Okay. When you enter this command, a bucket will be created with the name my database. Okay. This is a database which will be created in this name. After that, we have to create this folder, which is a collection. So for creating this collection, we have to input this command. Under this, I have mapped this to a variable my call. Okay. Call means collection. You can name it anywhere, anything. Okay. So we are calling this mydb. Inside this database, create a collection. So I'm calling this mydb, and after that, square brackets, inside double quotes, I am entering customers. Customers is a name given for this collection. Okay. We have a first, now we have a database called my database, and after inside that database, we have a folder named collection, which is customers. Okay, I'm just writing in a short form. Inside that, we have to create a dictionary. Dictionary is normally meant by JSON. Okay, we are passing a JSON value inside this collection. Okay, to store. So we are passing this JSON value. In Python, we cannot pass JSON. Instead of JSON, we are passing dictionary value. Okay, the key and value pair. This is a key and this is a value pair. Okay, and they both are separated with a colon. And after one dictionary is placed, we have to put a comma to separate another data. Okay, so I am giving a one key name and a colon passed with a key value per Rajesh. Okay, and his mobile number 1234567890. Okay. So now I have created this dictionary, but I haven't passed this dictionary into this collection. Okay, we have just created this dictionary. I will create this scratchy drawings and draw a neat drawing. Okay, this is a DB. This is the collection. Okay, now we have mapped this to a mydict variable, but we haven't pushed into it, right? So for pushing this data into this collection, we have to map a variable x, and inside the my call is the collection. Okay, we have mapped here my call, and with insert one function, we are inserting this mydict data. Okay, when you use this command, this dictionary will be pushed into this collection and stored here. Okay, if we have multiple like dictionary like here, or 3 or 4, you should use insert many function here. Instead of insert one, you have to use insert many if you have more number of data. Okay, after that, this is the basic part for first what we did, we imported the PyMongo library for all those work done for us, and after that we created a connection to our program to the MongoDB server, and after that we created this bucket database with the name my database. Inside that database, we created a collection named customers. Inside that collection, we have pushed this dictionary value to store here. After that, this is the basic program that we have done still now. Okay, so what I'm doing is, now I'm going to comment these all data. Okay, this all data I'm going to comment for just now, because these are not needed for us. Oh, sorry, it's gone somewhere. Okay, just leave it. I will just comment it. Okay, yeah, comment it. Now this is the function we are going to see now. Okay, so just a minute, I will click it. Now you can see that these are the 3 default databases that we have. Now what you are going to take is, we are going to create, when I run this program, a database will be automatically created with the name my database. Okay, so I will keep it parallel so you can see more well. Okay, now I'm running this program. Yeah, it is run now. Okay, when I click refresh in this database, you can see that my database have created here. Inside this my database, we have this customer collection. Okay, we have this customer collection. Okay, so when we click on this, we have the JavaScript object notation here. This is the name and this is the mobile number. So these are the values we have, and you can also see that it has an object ID, which is called as indexing for this object. Okay, now we have done this part for inserting a library, inserting a data inside a database. Okay, and now what we are going to do is we are going to make a deletion process. Okay, we are going to make a deletion process here. Okay, just watch carefully. Now what I have written here is I have asked an input from the user that hint of input of, do we want to delete the data? For yes, press 1. For no, enter 0. Okay, I have asked this input as an integer format. If this delete is is the value is 1, I have passed the condition here. If the delete value holds 1, I have to delete this two data inside this collection. Okay, for deleting those, I have used this my call dot delete one, and my dict is the variable for deleting. Okay, I pass this as a parameter for deleting this value. Okay, after that it will print us data deleted successfully. Then if the user wants to undo it, undo means accidentally if the user deleted that, if we want to undo the data, if you press enter 1, it will come here. If undo is equal to 1, my dict will be reprinted again inside this. Okay, now here I have printed else condition. If the user in the deletion request, if the user enters 0, it will come here. If the delete equal to 1, this part will execute. But if the delete is 0, it will go to the else part and print data is not deleted. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program again. Now I'm going to delete this. Okay, I will delete this. We will start as fresh. Okay, there is no data inside. When I run this program here, you can see that the data will be automatically created there. When I click refresh, the data will be created there. Okay, it is asking for me to, do you want to delete the data? I'm entering 1 and clicking enter. So it says that the data is deleted successfully. When I click refresh here in the database, you can see that the data is deleted. But I imagine that I have deleted the data accidentally. So it is asking me, do you want to undo the deletion? I'm entering 1 and enters yes. When I click refresh again, the data retains the same value. Okay, so this is how we can delete those data. And after that, we can also update, and we can also update, request some data inside this database. Okay, but it is need not necessary for doing those kind of stuff, because we can directly jump into this database and see what are the data are there. And we can also do this with not only this Python program, we can also do this with this GUI interface. Here you can see that you can edit the data. You can edit the data here, and you can update the data. Everything you can do inside here, and you can copy, delete, everything you can do. Okay, now you can also import a file. Import file means you have to create a JSON file here first. Okay, you can import a JSON file or a comma separated value file, and you can make this. This is a JSON file. When I click here, you can see the JSON format. Okay, this is the JSON format, JavaScript object notation. Okay, so this is how the MongoDB works. And you can have also the live server option, that is MongoDB Atlas, which works in the form of clusters. We will jump into that later part. Now Sasikumar I am handing the session to Sasikumar. He will take the NoSQL concept for you. Okay, you have to know the difference between the MongoDB and the table database, right? So I'm handing the session to Sasikumar. Sasikumar, please take it.
Yeah. Okay. I am audible?
Yeah, like Sasikumar, you're audible. But before that, Naya Rachel has asked me, what does localhost 27017 refer to? Okay. As I previously said that localhost is the IP address, not it is a just IP address for our system. Okay, and our system requires an IP address to communicate with other systems for the database. Okay, for that we are mentioning the localhost keyboard there, and the 27017 is the port ID, which is which acts as a pipeline between the our system to the database. Okay. Okay, you carry on.
Yes, Mohammed. Okay, today our discuss topic is SQLite database. It is not like that MongoDB. MongoDB it's depend on the document database, but that SQL database it depend on tables and rows and columns. First, what is SQLite means? It is no need any server. In MongoDB, you should be connected to the local host server, but in SQLite, no need any server. And then this is a beginner friendly database. In this SQLite, the queries program it is very it is very easy. In this SQLite interact Python, the module is SQLite 3 module. This is this module is used for interact SQL database with Python. This is the name SQLite 3. How to install means you directly go to the search and type C and type C, CMD and click run as administrator. Pip install. DB-SQLite. Wait a minute. SQLite 3, and then press enter. It is going to be download and install the package. All of you please try. Try after. I'm going to the installation of the SQLite. This link to download the SQLite I posted in the chat box. If you want, go click the link and then download the SQLite browser, and then double click the IXE file. You got like this. Click next and accept the agreement and click next and tick that 2 box in this left to 2 box and click next, and then click next, and then install, and then it's loading 2 or 3 minutes, and then the installation is finished, and click finish to exit, going to search bar and search DB browser to find and open it. This is an interface of the SQL database. If you want to create a new database, click the new database and save any place. I going to save. I name student and save the database. This is a method to create database, and this place to create a table, but it's not, don't need. I'm going to the Python program to create a table. I will teach in the Jupyter notebook. In this Jupyter notebook, I will teach how to create a table and and modify the table and modify the data and update data, insert data, delete data. First, you use Drupal notebook. You want to install the module, same like that. Pip install on db hyphen SQLite 3, but in this before I give the exclamatory symbol and run it. It will install automatically in 30 or 40 seconds. It says recommend already satisfied. You download firstly. It's download and I install it in this window, and I import the module. I import SQLite as SQ means this is a array's name, and I created a variable con is equal to sq.connect this database. This is database in this in this path. How to get the path means click the file and go to home, click copy path, copy the database path and paste in the sq.connect. The connect function is used for the database connection, and the SQLite database is fully better for the queries. What is query means? I want to insert a value means the insert all the specific query is available. You want to create table means that this query is available. Whatever the operation you want, the query is available in the SQLite. I write a query is going to create a table. If you want to create a table in SQLite means type create a table. I give a table name is student data. Student data. Instead of student data, I give 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 columns. Sorry, 4 columns. First I give ID. This is an integer, so I give integer name. Name is text, so I give text. Age is integer, so I give integers, and I give city is text. I give text. In this table, one column is in primary. Primary means you go to the Google login page. The Gmail ID is specified only. This is in primary. This is a unique value. So I give primary key of ID and auto increment. Auto increment is if I first insert the data like name Sasi Kumar and age 23 and city Chennai means it will automatically increment one value, and I give second data means it will automatically increment 2 value. This is a auto increment function, and I close the bracket, and last I give semicolon. This query is used for create a table, and how to execute the query means the con variable and con dot execute the query. The execute function was is what the execute the query, and lastly con dot commit the connection. I run the program in this database. This is database. This is a table 0. No tables are available in the database. I run the program and check it. I run the program and I will. Okay, wait a minute. This is a student data. Student data is available in the student database. In this ID and name, AICT, the 4 columns are available. Okay, this is a way to create table using Python. I write a query and I and I execute. This is a query for inserting the value into the table. In this table, I give rows data. Wait a minute. Student data. This will no values in that table, but I run this program and I will check it. 1 minute. Refresh it. The one data will appear in the screen. How to means this is a insert query. Query is equal to insert into student data. I insert into the query, and which table means student data table. In this student data table, name column and age column, city column, values is equal to question mark. This question mark will automatically take in the in this tuple. Okay, this question mark will automatically take like name is equal to question mark means this question mark will take a Sasi, this question mark will take the 25, this question mark will take the Chennai. So it will insert the value to the table. This is a function for I get a input from a user and I insert to the table. I run the program. Wait a minute. I run the program. Name Sadish and age 25 and city Salem. Enter means that data will inserted. I going to check. Press F5 for the inserted value. That two data will appear Sasi because I am 2 times running the program, so two data will appear in the table. How to check the table in Python means that query is also available. The query is equal to select asterisk from student data. This is from select all from student data. This is query is star means all. Okay, and I create a variable res is equal to conduct I execute query for I in res print I means for anything in result. This is a different result. For anything is result, print the result. Okay, and conduct commit. I run the program. It will printed the 3 data. This is the print all data from the database, and the query is update query. I inserted a first one Sasi 25 Chennai. I want to change Sasi to Sasi Kumar means this update query. I run the program and I explain it. Wait a minute. Okay, this is this is updated. In this ID number 1, I give update student data set. If you want to update the data means this query update student data. Student data is a table name. Set is a query. Name is equal to question mark. Age is equal to question mark. City is equal to question mark. Where ID is equal to question mark. Where the ID is equal to 1, this data will be appear on the result. The previous data fully deleted, the new data fully fully added on the first ID. Yes.
What is con in that? Someone asked.
Con is a variable. I created a I created a variable con is equal to for the connection. If you want to change the A is also correct, but you give A in the A in this place. Okay.
Yeah, ma, it is just a variable. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
Sasikumar, you can.
Send the variable to con. Sorry, wait a minute. sorry, okay. This is a update query where the ID is 1, the previous data fully deleted, the new data fully added. I run this program and I check this program. I run this program to check the Sasikumar. It is updated on the updated on this first ID. I change city to Chengalpattu and I will run Chengalpattu. I change the value to Chengalpattu and where ID is equal to 1. And I run this program. Sorry. It's forgot comma. Sorry, bracket close, not close. Okay. I run the program, it will updated, and I check it this program that the Chengalpattu city is appearing in the result. This is the update query, and I want to delete the data means, and this query delete from student data. Delete from this query student data is a table name where ID is equal to question mark, because the ID is the primary key, and so I give the ID for deletion. I write a query is called delete from student data where ID is equal to question mark con dot execute query, comma, in this place you want to place the you should be place the ID number and put a comma, because I know put a comma means this is a number, but I put a comma means this is the tuple value. So you should be put a comma, and I run the program and I checking this program, the first data will be deleted. This is the program to delete the data in the database. This program is for this program is for your practice. I posted in the in WhatsApp group. Please all of you try it. I run the program in session. Only I run the program. All of you please try it. In this update query and deletion query, insert query, only I put in the program. I run the program. Wait a minute. Sorry. Open the database. Wait a minute. Okay, I run the program and only it asks 1 for insert a new record, 2 for update the new record, 3 for delete the record, and 4 for print the all records. I want to print the all records, means click 4. Wait a minute. Okay. Sorry, friends. Some errors. Student data. Sorry. Okay. Only I inserted. One minute, guys. Some data. Okay, and I run the program. I want to print the all records, so I give 4. This it will print the all records. I want to delete the second record. I give 4 and 3 for deletion. So I give 3, and I task the ID, and I give 2. So okay, error. Sorry guys, I will check the program and post in the WhatsApp group. So okay, any doubts in the update and insert delete query, please ask now.
Yes, if you have any doubts, please ask now. And if you have any doubts in MongoDB also, you can ask now. And I will also post a GitHub link right now. You can find all the programs there. So kindly go through it.
Any doubts?
Yes, I think no doubts.
So okay, I hand over session to Modra.
Okay, guys. So now we are going to see about the chat application, which is made of socket framework with Python. So I will share my screen now. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Mohammed.
Okay. So first of all, I will share the folder here. This is the chat application folder. Inside this folder, we have 2 Python files, namely server as named as one Python file and client as another Python file. So in this Python files, we have 2 separate Python files. So why is this 2 separate Python files? So I will annotate here, so you will have a better knowledge about it. Before we have to interact, imagine it as student A and this is student B. They are having, they want to chat in between of them, but they cannot chat themselves directly, right? With this client program, they cannot chat directly to them. So for all the connections, we have to handle a server called database for managing all the connections, right? If user A texts here, it will directly go to the server and it will check for whom I have to pass, and it will go to user B. Okay, like this they will chat in between of them. All the chat applications like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, everything will work like this only. When you give a tweet or give a chat, first of all it will go to the WhatsApp server. After that it will deliver to your user with an encrypted key. Okay, so no one cannot nobody can hack your messages. Okay, so this is how the server handles the request. Okay, so that's why we are having 2 Python files here, namely server and client. Okay, so I'm going to first explain about the server, and after that we are going to see about the client. Before going to that, I'm going to run this program and make you a knowledge that how it works. It is a public chat room, like we can say that some websites have a public chat room, right? Like Stack Overflow, GitHub, we have public chat rooms, like Discord also. So what they do is they will create a chat room. Okay, in this chat room, how many users can also join? It may be 100 or it may be 1,000, not anything else. They can join in one single chat room, and if anyone posts a message, the message will be visible to everyone. Everyone can respond to that message also. This is called a chat room. So we have made the exact thing here, but we have reduced the number of clients here because our system cannot handle much number of connections. They have supercomputers, so they can handle much number of clients for their chat room, but we cannot handle that much. So I have given only 5. Okay, 5 number of clients we can handle at the same time. Okay, so now I'm going to run this program. For running this program, we have to come here. I have posted this program inside the GitHub. You please go through it and you will get a folder like this, chat app. Okay, download it, and if you open this, you can see that there are 2 files. First you have to run the server, then only you can go to the client program, because without server the client cannot work. Okay, so just click here and you will get like this and type cmd, hit enter. After entering, just start the server program. For starting it, type python server.py. Okay, When you type this and click enter, it will start the Python server program. Okay. So it starts listening as 00005002. Okay. This 0000 is the local host, which is meant as IP address. And the 52205002 is the port number, which acts as a pipeline for the communication. Okay. Now I'm minimizing the server. There is no need for us here. After that, again, enter CMD here. And I'm going to run the client. Okay. So Python client.py. When I hit enter, it asks me a name. Okay. Now I'm entering Mohan. Okay. Now it aggregates. My name is Mohan. It holds the name. Okay. It will be there. Now a chat room is created now. Okay. We created how the chat room is created. I will annotate it right now. First we have started the server, right? The server starts here and it builds a chat room. Okay. This is server and this is the chat room. Okay. Now when I run the client, it asks me a name. So in this chat room, one member will be added. This is Mohan. Okay. Now if I have to chat to another person. Okay. So another one should be joined, right? So I'm running the client program again. Okay. So again, I'm running CMD and Python.py. So now it is asking for another user's name. So I am typing here as Rajesh. When I hit enter, it will come here. Now I will make it a side by side now. Okay, now Mohan is on the right side screen. You can see this is Mohan and this is Rajesh. Okay, now they both are going to chat here. Now Mohan is typing hi Rajesh. It will appear here. Okay, just a second. Hi Mohan. It will appear here simultaneously. Okay, but I don't know whether, yeah, it's coming, but what happened? I think I have to restart the server. I will restart it. Just a second. Sorry for the interruption. I will restart the server. Server is now listening, and I have to start the client also. Okay. Now I'm, yeah, now it is working. So now I'm going to create one more client, that is Rajesh. This is Rajesh. So now you can see that on the left side there is Rajesh and on the right side there is Mohan. Okay. Now when I enter hi, the message will be displayed here. You can see Mohan is I have chatted here. On the right side you can see this is Mohan. Okay, and this is Rajesh. Now Mohan has chatted hi. Then the message will be delivered to the server and it will be passed to the chat room C. Okay. So this message is now public on Rajesh's screen. Okay. Now Rajesh is typing. Okay, just a minute. I will delete all those things. Okay. Now Rajesh is typing hi Mohan. Okay, you can see that hi Mohan. Now Mohan is typing how are you. So you can see that this is how the chat room works. You can, in this program, we can extend up to 5 lines. You can also extend up to 1000, but your system should handle that. Okay. So this is how the chat application works with the socket framework. Now I'm jumping into the program explanation that how this program works and that kind of stuff. Okay. On the server, you can see that when everyone messages, it will, first of all, it will come to the server. You can see that 127 dot someone is connected, 37 is connected, and it will deliver the messages from here. You can see that it delivers the message from this server. Okay, this is how the program works. Now I'm going to jump into the program explanation. Okay, if you have any doubt, kindly chat me, so I will reply as soon as possible. Okay, first of all, I will start from the server side. So in this server side, first we are importing the library named socket. For installing this socket framework, type cmd and hit pip install socket. Okay, but no need for this because socket is pre-installed on your system. Okay, it will give you this error, but socket is pre-installed on your system. After that, we have to import this threading. Threading is from the socket library, so no need for installing this also. Okay, threading is for maintaining the thread that is passed between two users. Like Rajesh is chatting hi, this is a thread, right? This thread will be handled by this threading library. For handling these threads, we are using this library. Okay, after that we have this server id. Okay, we can input anything here, but I have simply entered 0.0.0.0. Okay, and after that the serving port is 5002. Okay, you can also use any port you can wish, 1234 or 54321, anything you can use, but it should be a 4-digit number. Okay, and after that we have this separation token. It will be used to separate the client name. Okay, client name and message, like it will be separate like this. This is Mohan and a colon, which is a separator, and here his message hi. Okay, it will separate this. Okay, it will separate the request from the client like this. After that, we are initializing a connected client socket. Once the server is started, it will create the chat room automatically. After creating the chat room, when the client joins, we have to manage the client, right? We have to be manage the client to stay inside the chat room until the client goes away. So for setting a client, we are using this TCP control protocol. This protocol is used for transmitting some messages over the internet. Okay, we are using that, and I'm assigning a variable yes. And with the socket framework, I am initializing the socket here. Reusable socket. Socket is just the TCP is reusable. When someone joins and leaves the room, the TCP will be empty and anyone can join that, like a token system. Okay. After that, with the yes, with this yes variable, I am setting the socket port. Okay, reusable port. Okay, this port can be reusable at any time for like that. When I remove this comment, I can use this port only at once. Then after closing the program, I have to come inside here and I have to replace this port with other number. The port cannot be reused without this comment. So I made this comment for reusing this port number. Okay. After that, I'm binding the socket address we specified. This is the socket address. That is server host. Okay. And this is the server port. I'm binding this. Then only the program knows that where to receive the request from the client. Okay, this is the port I'm binding it here. Okay, after binding that, we are going to listen on connections. Listening means the server is here and the chat room is here. When some client hits this client.py, it will automatically, the server knows that okay, some client is joining here. The server has to listen on the chat room. Then only the clients can join on the chat room. Okay, so for this condition, we have started the listening upcoming connections, and after that it will be printed as listening for clients. Okay, and while true, why we have used this while true? While true means it will execute every time. There is no condition for executing this. It executes every time, and it is an endless loop. Okay, there is no looping statement. It is an endless loop. Then only the server can run all through. Instead, we close that. After that, we made a try block here. The try block is keep on listening for messages from the client side. Okay, if Mohan hits hi, it will. I said right. Every messages will be redirect to the server first, and then it will be redirect to the other client. Okay. For that, we are enter this try block. If there is no longer client is connected. If a client says still there, if you go to Discord or if you go to Omegle or any other public chat rooms, if you stay silent without chatting anything, you will be automatically removed by the server. Okay, why? Because there is for attempting that, if you are spam or if you are a robot, if you are spamming something, instead for the security reasons for the other clients, we are automatically removing them, so that we made this set of commands. Okay, after that, else block, if you received a message, replace that with sep. Okay, sep is the function that we have made here, right? Separator token for separating the client name and the message. Okay, that we have message. After that, it will be redirect to a new it will be automatically waits for another connection. Okay, it is an endless loop. Okay, after that, the message is processed in the thread section, thread command, I said, right? Thread for managing the comments, and it will be redirect to the other clients. Okay, and this is how the server works. Now we will be going to the client side. In the client side, we have the main part of work. After the server is started, we have imported here random, socket, threading, date and time, colorama. Colorama is a function which is used to specific colors. You can see that every user should be highlighted with different types of colors. In the example, you can see that Mohan is highlighted with red color and Rajesh is highlighted with cyan blue. Okay, for the difference, we are using this colorama function. Okay, for giving different users different colors, and this random function for choosing random colors for each and every users. Okay, we use this much of colors for every users. Okay, after that, client colors is random color. We have imported the random library, right? It will randomly select any one of the colors from here, and it will allocate the color for the client. And it once the client is started, it will automatically connected to the server. Okay, automatically connected to the server. You can see that both the server port is same. Okay, for the connection, and we also use a separator token here. It will be separated here and it will be managed to the server. Okay, and after that, we are connecting to the server, and it will print the, if the connection is succeeded, it will print connected to the server. Connected, it will simply print connected. Okay, and after that, we are requesting for a name variable. Input your name and listen for, after inputting the name, it will automatically listen for the messages. When the message is received from the user, 1024 is for decoding the message. Okay, we are encrypting the message. Why we are use this decode message here is the system cannot identify the message as it is. It should be decoded for the 1024 format, 1024 bit format for the server. Then only it can understand what is the comment. And after that, it will print the comment that we have made, and it will be treated with the thread command for the messages from the client, and it prints in the screen. And the daemon function is used for whenever the thread is ended, it will end. Okay, and after that, we are all the thread are processed. We are sending the thread input to the server with this input function. When the input is getted, it will exit the program with a queue function that we have made here, and every user will be separated with the date and time that we have commanded. In WhatsApp, you can see that when on which time you have made that command, on which date you have made that command, you will also receive that. And after processing all the things, we are going to send this date, time, name, separator and token, everything to the server. Okay, to send, I have assigned the variable as to send. Okay, and after sending, it will reset the screen. Okay, after sending, it will encode. Finally, it will encode the message for the security key. I have shown in the drawing, right? In the security key, your message will be encrypted before going to the server. After going to the server will process all the types of requests from the client and pushes it to the another client who are in the chat room. Okay, this is how the chat application using the socket framework works, and we can also make this with the Django or Flask frameworks as well, and we will see in the upcoming classes. So thank you for having this class here. I have posted a GitHub link in the chat box. You can go there and catch this program and try it yourself. If you have any doubts in this program, kindly ask me now. Anyone has any doubts, kindly ask in the chat box. Okay, everyone is clear, I think. Okay, now I'm handovering session to the quiz team. They will handle the quiz session for you. Pooja, take it, ma.
Okay, so everyone, we came to an interaction session now. So before moving on to the quiz, I just want you guys to get, if you have any doubt on the previous topics which are done by Mohan Ram and Sasi, you can ask them before moving on, so it will be more useful. So you guys, any doubt you have? So yeah, I didn't get any replay, so that everyone is clear, I guess. So we'll move on to the quiz session now. Let me share the screen.
Yeah, Yashvi is asking for feedback link. Yeah, Yashvi, feedback link will be shared shortly after this quiz session. Okay, Pooja, you continue.
Okay.
Yeah, and one more thing, just you are allowed to chat only with the host and co-host. You are not supposed to chat with everyone. So you can, there are 5 co-hosts in this meeting, so you can chat your answers with those 5 co-hosts, and they will say the answers. Okay. Thank you. Pooja, just start the session.
Okay.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. This is Rajesh. Pooja, you can begin the slide, Pooja.
Yeah, 1 minute, Rajesh. Okay.
Now we are entering to the quiz session. Let's put your knowledge to the test. Yeah, move on to the next slide.
Just a minute.
It's okay, Pooja. Guys, you can chat your answers to the chat box with all those 5 co-hosts so that we can see your answers and we read it also. If any queries also, you can chat with us.
Pooja, are you getting some errors? May I share?
Yeah, you can share 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yeah, Mohan Ram, it's visible. You can change to the next slide.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the question number 1 is, in SQLite, what query for delete the table? Delete table, drop table, discard table, or remove table? Now we are actual answer drop. I see some responses. Any other answers, guys? If you are answering to the co-host also, it's not a problem. I think so.
Mostly you people are requested to answer to Rajesh, so it will be more comfortable for him.
Amuda answers option 2, drop table. Any other answers?
Many have answered one here.
Rakshita Suresh answers as drop table. Hajit answers as option number 1. And Artishwari answer as option 3. Yeah, we can move to the answer session.
Okay. Yeah, the answer is drop table. Yeah, super.
Yeah.
Congratulations for all the one who answered.
Yeah, we can move on to the next question.
Yeah, okay.
In SQLite, if you want to create a column for string, only what value declared for this column? The options is text, string, character, or none. Your answers, guys?
So Kokila answered as text.
Artishwari answer as option number 1, text. And Yuvarajan also answered as text. Rakshita Suresh answer as text. Everyone is answering
text.
Everyone is answering text. Text. Any other options, guys? Any other different opinions from you? Yeah, everyone answer as text. We can share the answer, Mohan.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. The answer is text because SQLite cannot hold the formatting character and none, so it can handle only the text format. So we are declaring like this. Okay?
Yeah, everyone is well familiar with this concept.
Yes, yes.
I hope this is good. Yeah, the third question is, what is MongoDB? Is it data growth or document database or admin command or combine objects? Can I see the answers? Atishwari answers option 2, document database. Rakshita Suresh also. Harshit.
Snega has answered as a document database.
Yeah, everyone is answering as document database. Any other answers? Navya, Rachel.
Dinesh answered as document database.
Any
Alpana
other?
has answered document database.
Okay. Any other answers other than document database, guys? If you're
Stephen
having.
has answered two. Answer two.
Yeah, Renuga has answered it too.
Okay, we can see the answers.
Yeah, the answer is document database. Exactly. You are well grasping the concepts that you are teaching. Glad to see your responses.
No
Okay,
one is
move on.
answering wrongly. What is okay? We can move to the next question.
What, Rajesh? I can't get you.
We can move to the next question.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, the question number 4. The collection and document in MongoDB is equivalent to dash concept respectively. Table and column, table and row, column and row, database and table. Answers comes as 2. Amuda, Rakshita, Suresh, and one more answers from Atishwari as 4.
Snega has answered as a table and row. Option 2.
Alpana has answered table and row.
Yeah, table and row we are getting now. Yeah,
Dinesh answered as table and row.
We are having two different options, that is 2 and 4. We can see the answers.
Okay. The answer is table and row.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually SQLite handles only tables and rows only. It cannot handle the column wise sectors.
The options is 2.
Sorry, MongoDB.
Yeah, Mohan. We can proceed with the next question.
Yeah, actually I think that question is over. Yeah, question number 5.
Question number 5. Which of the following operation used to switch to new database MyDB? Use my database, use database MyDB, use new DB, use MyDB, use database. Rakshita Suresh answers is 3.
Yeah, Sneha's answer is 3. And Akash has answered is 3.
Now we are at
Alpana has answered 3.
Use new database. Okay, one other different answer I get. Option as 2. Other than options 3 are available. Yeah, any other answers, guys? 2 and 3 are we getting? Okay, we can see the answers now.
Okay. Yeah, the answer is use MyDB semicolon.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Okay.
That's good.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you for the interaction. Most of the people are answering very correctly. I hope that everyone is clear with this topic and very familiar with this topic and all. Thank you for all. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Now Pooja is gonna to share the feedback link. Everyone can fill it. Pooja?
Yes, kindly everyone fill the feedback form.
Yeah, Rajesh, 1 minute. I'll post the feedback.
Yeah, okay. Guys, our codes and PPTs are shared by groups and GitHub links and YouTube's also video lectures you can see. Now you can see the feedback link on the chat box. You can fill it. Anyone needed any code means you can use the GitHub link, guys.
Yes, all the codes are posted simultaneously for the classes in the GitHub, so you can take it from there. I will also share the GitHub link in the WhatsApp groups itself. You can go there and collect your code and make a hands-on practice. If you have any doubts on those codes, kindly ask on the WhatsApp group or in the other tomorrow's class. Okay.
Yeah, from tomorrow's you'll be learning about programs, from basic level programs to advanced level program. So from today we will wind up all these basics. Tomorrow onward we are going to see a program. Okay. So
Yeah,
I
guys.
will fill this feedback.
From tomorrow onwards, the class is going to be more interesting.
I'm very
Today
happy
itself, the
to see
basics
this.
are over.
And 2 theory classes getting over.
Yes, exactly. Then we are going to jump into the programs.
I hope everyone fill the feedback form. Any other doubts, guys? If any having doubts, means you can ask me, or we can wind up the session. You can chat with
If
the.
anyone having doubts, kindly ask.
Yeah, once you fill the chat box, once you fill your feedback form, you just leave it. Leave them.
I hope no one having doubt, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Shall we end the meeting?
We can wind up, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you all, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Periyar. Thank you for your comment. Thank you, people, for today's session. Thank you. Ayar, Achal, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank you,
comment.
ma. Thank you so much.
Please wait 2 minutes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yuvarajan. Okay, Yuvarajan is commented that interaction session is too short, bro. Next,
Oh.
from next.
Okay,
session
from
onwards,
tomorrow onwards, we will make it quite large for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, Yuvarajan, we will improve ourselves. Thank you for
Only
your.
very
Thank you
few
for your
feedback
suggestion.
you have given. Feedback everybody should give. Otherwise, you will not get the attendance. You will not get your final certificate. Your attendance is must for your certificate. Okay, so everybody please fill the feedback form. Everybody must fill the feedback form. Once you fill the feedback form, you leave the meeting. Anybody yet to fill?
Ma'am, I think we can also post this but in WhatsApp group, we cannot post it. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, not needed. Okay.
Okay,
Shall we end the
guys.
meeting?
Okay, ma'am. From next class onwards, the interaction should be good, bro. Don't worry. Okay, thank you for everyone, and thank you for your humble responses towards us. And thank you. We can wind up, ma'am.
If you have any suggestions also, you can kindly post in the feedback form. So we will improve ourselves by your suggestions and feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.